Good afternoon. Welcoming you all to this webinar live group session. Today the topic we are going to discuss is about how we can create new user account in Therap software. We'll divide the whole session into two segments. In first segment, I'll show you how you can create new user account, and in the second segment, you will get the chance to ask questions relevant to today's webinar, today's discussion. I hope you will enjoy the session. Now I'm going to share you my screen. For using Therap software, you need to enter into our website. Our website address is www.therapglobal.net. This is the website of Therap Global. In this page, you will find different products and activities of Therap Global. You will also find support materials and others in this website. And the participants who are already a Therap user or the participants who are seeing our webinars, for login into Therap system, you need to click on the login to Therap Global. You will find it in the top right corner of the Therap Global page. Now I'm clicking on the login to Therap Global link. It has taken to us into the login page. Here, under the login, you need to enter 3 login credentials, which are login name, password, and provided code. I'm using a demo account and entering the login name. I'm typing the password. And now I'm typing the provider code. Every agency who have signed up with Therap get this unique provider code. So after clicking the 3 credentials, the login name, password, and the provider code, you need to click on the login. The page currently you are seeing, we call it dashboard. It's like a home page if you have Facebook or other social media accounts. If you see closely, you will see that there are options like to do, individual, health, admin, agency reports, individual homepage, settings. In Therap system, we call this as dashboard. We call these things as tab. And clicking on different tabs will open new features or modules. The topic we are going to discuss today, how you can create new user account in Therap system. For this, you need to click on the admin tab. Please note that only the administrators with the user administrative role will be able to create a new user account. If you are the administrator, you can create other user accounts or accounts. You need to contact with the admin so that they can create their user accounts. Or the admin or administrator account or the personal gives you the privilege to create user account. Then you can create other user accounts as well. Now I am going to demonstrate the process in front of you. So when you click on the admin tab, you will find different modules. Under the general section, you can see that there is a user, and if we click on the new link, it will take us to a new page to create the user account. So I am clicking on the name. has opened a new page, which is create new user account. There are some sections here: user information, account settings, and employer or work information. So if you look the user information section, you need to put the first name, last name, user initials, login names, password, and others. Please also note that if you see if any field is marked with red star or red asterisk, you must need to put information in those boxes. So I'm creating a account here, demo account. For demo purpose, I'm using a name. First we need to enter the first name. I've entered first name Jacob Smith and last name is Smith. Then we need to enter the user initials using the first letter of Jacob and the last letter of S. You need to click on this. You need to click on the search button to make sure the JS is available, or the initial you are going to input is available. If it is not, you need to change it. So we have found that JS is available, so we are using those. Then we need to enter the login name. That means then in which name the user will be able to log in the system. We have seen that I have the account I am currently using for login into system. I inputted a login name and password. So this is very important for the users to remember their login name, their password, and their provided code. Login name. I have written the login name Smith in a small letter. Then I am giving a password here. Enter a password. I'm entering a password. Then we need to confirm the password. In the next section, password policy. No has been pre-selected. We are keeping it so. Then the next segment is the time zone. Provider time zone will be pre-selected here. So in the user information section, you must need to enter first name, last name, user initials, login name, password, and you need to confirm the password, and also you need to select the time zone. The next section is about account settings. Here you can see two options. One is status and another option is self-enroll account. The status is pre-selected as active. I am keeping it so when we will save the user or create the user account, the user can use login credentials and can use the system. And, self-enroll account is selected as no. I am keeping it so, keeping it as it was. The next section is employer and work information. Here you can see title is marked as red star. So we need to select the employer titles, and if we click on it, we will, from the drop down now we can select or search. If the user is working in a school, we can select him as a teacher or special teacher if he is in the special school. So you can select it as well. If you don't find it in the drop down menu, you can create new title. For this you need to click on the plus icon. Then I'm showing you how you can do that, such as the title is academic supervisor. Just typing the title. You can add description if needed, and then click on the save button. It will be saved. If we click on the drop down menu, we can find it. So when you create a user account, you just need to select the appropriate designation of the employer of the user. I'm selecting designation as teacher. You can also enter employee ID number. You can select the hire date. If you click on the calendar icon, calendar will be presented to select the hire date, but these fields are optional. If you need it, if you need to enter information there, you can do that. So after entering the necessary information, what we need to do is to click on the save button. You will find it in the bottom of the page. So that means after entering first name, last name, user alias, login name, password, time zone, and title, you can click on the save button. I'm doing so. If you look closer, that we have found an error. Please see below for error message. When you are using Therap system, if you find this type of error message, you need to look for where the error has been occurred. In this case, the password and the confirm password did not match. So we need to again select a password and then need to confirm the password. So doing those, and clicking on the save button. This has taken to us the personal details page. Here under the basic information section, you can see his username, Jacob Smith, user initials, his title. We can select the gender. Selecting the gender, you can input social security number here and letting the section as blank. The next section is contact information. If you want, you can type address here and edit address. You can also choose the city in this box, the state here, and select the zip code. You can select the country and selecting keeping the country as Philippines according to the time zone. So these are not these fields are not mandatory. So if you don't want to keep the information, if you don't want to enter information here, you can leave it as blank. You can type the phone number if needed. I can also input his email address here. So these are not necessary, so I'm just keeping this section blank. The next section is preference. Time zone is selected as Asia area according to. So this is okay. And the next section we need to, if we want, we can enter additional information here, such as his work phone number, fax number. If we need to contact other persons in emergency situation, we can also input his name and his or her name or phone numbers related to the user. So in this segment, the necessary field are just checking the time zone. So if you want to give or enter information in the boxes, you can do so. I'm just Yeah, I'm not entering information here. It's up to you. If you enter information here, you will can save the details of the details information, his home, house number, and others in this page. So it's totally up to the agency or the administrator or the user who is creating the accounts. So after that, we need to click on the save button for saving the personal details or personal information. I'm clicking on the save button. So success message has been presented here. So this is the process. These are the steps to create new user account. If you want to find the user which we have just created, for this we need to go to the dashboard. Under user section, you can find list. It will, if you click on the list, it will show the user list under this folder account. If we type the first three letter of Smith, it will show the user account. Because if you look closely, there are some fields here: login name, first name, last name, title, status, active. That means the account is active. Uh, and there are other sections, lock or unlock options for the administrator. So I'm clicking on the Smith. From this page, we can update information if needed. Such as if we want to select his hire date, maybe it's from 2016. Maybe he joined January 10, 2016. I can select that. So these are so you can update information. Just you need to enter information or edit the information and then click on the update button. If we click on the list, you will find user list here. So if you want to export all the users account of your agency, you can click on the export to Excel. You can download it and save it and use it for process. I've mentioned it earlier that only user with only administrator with user privilege can create user accounts. So if you want to create your user account, you need to contact your admin or the admin of the account. He or she will create for others, and if he gives you the privilege, then you can also create other user accounts. I'm going to take questions. You can ask me questions regarding today's discussion. For asking questions, you need to click on the hand icon. You will find right side of your screen. So if you click on the hand icon, I will unmute it so that you can place your question. Another option, you can type your questions using the question box. I will also try to address those. So you can hope that the participants who have participated in today's live group session have understood the process of creating user accounts in Therap system. We also have support materials related to creating a user. If we go back to our page, that is in our home page or landing page, you will find global training and support materials. If we click on the user guides in English, or some user guides are here. If we create on the create new user, For creating, the steps have been articulated here with necessary screenshots. So if you face any problem of creating user accounts, you can take help from the user guide. We have also training videos, both English and in Bangla format. You can take help from the user guide as well. If we click on this create new user, you can watch the video and learn about the process. Currently, we are taking webinars on a weekly basis. If you want to participate in our upcoming webinars or webinars, you will find it here. Upcoming online group sessions. If you click on the view more, you will find the upcoming online group session. You can register yourself to participate in those webinars, and you can also see the recorded online group session in this section. So if you want to learn about more about any modules that currently you are using, if you face any problem, you can get support from the user guides, the videos, as well as the recorded online group session. If you have any more questions regarding Therap Global or the activities of Therap Global, you can contact us. This is if you go to the website and click on the contact sub-menu, you can enter information here in the necessary fields and can submit us. From our team, contact we will contact you. So that's all from my part. Inviting you to participate in our upcoming webinars. Thank you all.